Happy Sunday, folks. I just got done watching a video of what is happening with some of our hospitals around the country. They're dumping patients out on the street. So if you have a loved one who's in the hospital who might be uh, on Medicaid or Medicare or on government assistance of some kind, and they go to the hospital, and the hospital is not getting enough money to treat that patient, they are literally escorting them off the property and leaving them at a corner or taking them to a homeless shelter and dropping them in front of the homeless shelter. Like the homeless shelter has the facilities to treat these people, they don't. Now, understandably, some of these patients, they have mental problems, which is why they're at the hospital, is because, let's be honest, there's some people out there who are hypochondriacs, okay? But to dump one patient is against the law. I don't care the reason. It could be, oh, well, they're illegal. That's not a reason. That's against the law. So we need to, as communities, pay attention to our local hospitals and hold them accountable whenever they do this. Because if they get away with it, and they get away with it, and they get away with it, it sets a precedent. And once a precedent is set, then they can go and change the law. Okay, and right now, there's a law out that you can't dump patients. So, number one, it shouldn't be happening to anybody. Everybody is worth something. Okay? And number two, the administrators of those hospitals which have been found to be doing this need to be held accountable to the law. Now, most of us don't have access to be able to do anything. I understand that. However, I'm calling on our local sheriffs who are elected into office to pay attention to this. Because you were elected to uphold the law. And this is against the law. And I know you have a lot on your plate, but I don't think it'd be hard for you to call and find out, hey, why was this patient dumped off? I don't think it'd be hard for local citizens to call the sheriff's department and say, hey, maybe you want to look into this, because I've heard that such and such got dumped. Okay? So we all need to start stepping up to the plate and taking care of our communities. Sitting in your house, never going out and talking to your neighbors, never trying to help your neighbors, is not going to solve any issues. So I wanted to say that this Sunday morning. And it was very disturbing, the news that I watched. That was very, it really upset me. Because what do you do if you go to the hospital and there's something wrong with you, and you know there's something wrong with you, and then they throw you out on the street? and then you die. I mean, what do you do? Bicycle.